What's up and welcome back. This is Mo here. Today I want to talk about a very serious and realistic situation. You know, the original pandemic before COVID, babies having babies, kids having kids. And the thing about that is, you know, whoever feels they're ready to have a child, ideally, for the best situation of you and your child, it would be best to wait till you're an adult, so 18 years and above. Or, as most people believe, when you have your money, your finances put together, and you have a place to call home for you and that child. But, however, when you decide that you are ready to become a parent, you're having sex unprotected, you have to grow up automatically for that child. You don't have a choice to be a kid and a parent. And I see it all the time, many places where I go, where young parents don't want to raise their children. Like they'll be out somewhere public, like a park or the mall or the store, and they will let their children run around and act crazy and literally be little menaces. And they will not step up and say, hey, come back here, or call their name. Instead, they will wait for the child to bother an adult or put themselves in a situation to, get hit by the cart or get bumped into. And then, the child is a child, they're going to cry. But the parent is going to react irrationally as crazy. Like, they're going to be like, oh, don't touch my child. What'd you do to my child? And it's like, nothing. If you were watching your child, you would have seen your child bumped into us, or whatever the case may be. But the whole issue is negligence is not acceptable when you're a parent. And aside from negligence, I see, young parents trying to play the pity game where it's like, oh, I have a child, so don't hold me accountable for this, or don't expect me to take the same amount of responsibility for that, because they'll use the I have a child card, I have a child card. And it's like, look, as long as we're all grown here and went through puberty, we all could have had children. The difference is not having unprotected sex. That's the difference. I could have had a ton of kids, not putting all my business out there, but I could have had a ton of kids. I was safe, I was smart. I decided the children I want to have in the future, my official children, I want them to have a good life. I don't want to have a past of explaining this and them having to pay for my mistakes. So I was careful, I was cautious. And to be honest, I learned from my parents' mistakes too. So it pays attention. It pays to pay attention. But, in closing, just to keep it real, anyone who decides to become a parent should be first mature for the child, but in the process, the pregnancy and all that, become mature for themselves too. Because that's a personal choice. No one can force you to become a parent. It's your choice. Unless in unfortunate circumstances where a female was raped and she decided to keep the baby. But short of that circumstance, that was a personal choice, and you can't expect anybody to take the responsibility or the burden of your parenthood for you. That's solely on you. With that being said, you should always want to be the best parent you could be for your children or child if you just have one, because every child deserves to have been brought in this world through love, for love, because of love. So let the child know that they're important, you love them, and that you wanted them to be here, that they're not a burden. And so that's my thoughts on that. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Comment below if you have any thoughts or common experiences. And God bless you. I wish you peace, love, and namaste. God is with you every day. So pray. One love. Namaste.